Okay, so today we're going deep on something that, you might not think is super exciting, air purifiers.
Yeah.
But I was going through some marketing materials
Okay.
from Home Pro, and I gotta say, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like, this is not just your grandma's, like, dustbuster anymore.
Right?
These things are getting high tech.
Yeah. No, they really are. It's pretty amazing how advanced they've become.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I wanted to dive into with you.
Oh, okay.
Because I think a lot of people think of air purifiers as just like, oh yeah, for allergies or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's way more than that now.
It is. It is. It's really about overall air quality now,
Yeah.
which we're learning more and more, like, has a huge impact on health.
Totally. Yeah, and like I said, these things they're talking about all this crazy technology.
Right.
That I was like, wait a minute, this is pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
So let's maybe start with like the HEPA filter. So this one they were talking about a HEPA 13 filter.
Right.
What is that all about?
So HEPA filters have been around for a while.
Right.
But basically, all those tiny particles in the air, dust, pollen, things like PM2.5, which is like super tiny, you can't even see it.
Right.
A HEPA filter is specifically designed to trap those particles.
Okay.
And HEPA 13, that's like the top tier.
Okay.
It can capture like 99.9% of those particles.
Wow. 99.9%. That's almost everything.
Pretty much, yeah. It's pretty impressive.
So it's making a big difference in the air you're breathing.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, okay, so we've got like, the dust and the pollen.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what else is in the air?
Oh, there's so much more. Yeah, stuff you don't even think about.
Right, like give me some examples.
Okay, so you've got things like pet dander if you have pets.
Right.
Cooking odors, those can linger.
Oh, yeah?
And then you've got chemicals, like from cleaning products.
Oh, I see.
Even things like formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde.
Yeah.
Where's that coming from?
Well, it can off-gas from certain materials, like furniture, building materials, even some carpets.
Really? I had no idea.
Yeah, it's kind of scary when you start thinking about it.
Yeah, that is kind of freaky.
Yeah.
So, but that's all like invisible stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does an air purifier even deal with that?
Okay, so that's where the carbon filter comes in.
Okay.
So in addition to the HEPA filter, a lot of these purifiers also have a carbon filter.
Okay.
And that's specifically for those gases and odors.
So like it absorbs them or something?
Yeah, basically. It's like a sponge for those chemicals and smells.
What neutralizes them?
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. So we've got the HEPA filter for the tiny particles, the carbon filter for the invisible stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Well, now we're getting to the really cool stuff.
Okay.
This purifier has something called AirSight Plus technology.
Yeah, I saw that mentioned in the material.
So it's pretty cutting edge. It uses a laser.
A laser.
Yeah, to scan the air.
Okay.
For dust particles.
Like it's like looking for them.
Exactly. And then it gives you real-time feedback on your air quality.
So it's like constantly monitoring.
Yep. You can actually see how clean or dirty your air is at any given moment.
That's kind of awesome.
Oh, right.
Like, especially for somebody like me who likes to know what's going on.
Right, all that data.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about people who are not, data nerds like me?
Right.
Who just want, like, things to be easy?
Oh, yeah. Well, this thing has got that covered, too.
Okay.
So you can control it through an app on your phone.
Oh, okay.
Or you can even use voice commands.
Really?
Yeah.
You could be like, Alexa, turn on the air purifier.
Exactly. Or, hey, Google, whatever you've got set up.
Wow, so it's like fully integrated into like a smart home kind of setup?
Yep.
That's cool. And speaking of convenience, I noticed this model also has a super quiet sleep mode.
Yes.
They said something about 22 decibels.
Yeah, that's about as loud as rustling leaves.
Seriously. So you can have this thing running all night.
And you won't even hear it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they've really thought of everything.
So basically, it seems like air purifiers, they've really come a long way.
They really have.
It's not just about allergies anymore. It's like anybody who's,
Yeah, anyone who cares about their health, really. I mean, air quality is such a big factor.
Yeah, and especially with all this stuff that you don't even realize is floating around.
Right, exactly. It's like an invisible thread.
Yeah, so it's really making me think about the air we breathe. What about you out there listening? What do you think is the most important thing to consider when you're choosing an air purifier? Is it the technology, the HEPA filter, the carbon filter, or the convenience of having, smart home integration? Or is it that you want something that's super quiet? Or is there something else that's more important to you? There's a lot to think about when it comes to clean air. And, If you're really interested in this topic and you want to learn more about air quality and how it affects your health,
Hmm.
there's a ton of information out there. Do some research and see what you can find.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.